Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week. If not, one more day till the weekend, guys. Just one more. And if you got to work this weekend, it's going to be a good weekend. I'm going to send you good vibes that direction. As well as make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button and join our family. Show your support as well as hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time we drop a new video, which we are doing weekly over on the channel. Now, I highly recommend going over to my channel, checking it out, dropping different games every week of different genres. Got some new stuff coming out. Been working on a lot of stuff, including this game right here, which is an anime-based game based off the anime One Piece. We are doing One Piece Pirate Warrior 3. Now, I haven't done 1 or 2 because they won't offer it on Steam, and I haven't tracked them down on the computer. But I am looking forward to finishing this and conquering One Piece Pirate Warrior 4. Today's going to be a heavy day. Today is going to be a heavy day. Today, this one, and next week, is going to be a heavy day. They're going to be heavy days. If you don't know what's happening right now, because you're not this far in One Piece, or you haven't watched One Piece, this will be one of the most, I wouldn't say the most famous, but this one right here is one of those anime deaths that you've heard of. I mean, it's iconic. If you don't know, it's not, I don't know if it's going to happen this week, or if it's going to happen, I think it's going to happen next week. I think, because this is a really big scene. And right after this is the time skip. So I think the time skip is going to be where we start chapter 5. I don't know that for sure. But I think this is big. A lot happens here in the anime. We're going to save Ace. That is what we're here to do. Whitebeard has just showed up to save Ace, as well as his whole fleet and everybody allied with him. And this is a war. This is a war. He calls all his crewmates sons and our daughters. I don't know if there's any females on his crew or not, to be honest with you. I know a lot of references to his children. He calls them his children. Ace is his son. Ace is up there on the execution stand. This is where we find out that in the anime that Ace is Gold D. Roger, the Pirate King's son. That is the earthquake fruit that Whitebeard has. It's notorious. The 3 admirals are here. 5 of the warlords are here. Well, if you count Jinbei, 6, because Jinbei's with Luffy, but he's not with the 5 fighting. Blackbeard is back at Impel Down. We saw him on the way out. He's getting the crew. Boa Hancock is here. Oh yeah, he frees the whole sea. Here we come. Coming in hot. Boa Hancock's there, but she's on Luffy's side. They just don't know that. So that leaves Doflamingo, Hawkeye, Kuma. Kuma will be there. But he won't recognize Ivan, who works with Revolutionary Armor, which is Luffy's dad. Luffy's dad is Monkey D. Dragon, who is the most notorious criminal in the world, who is the leader of the Revolutionary Army. Not pirate, not marine. Okay? Ironic. You got Garp, the granddad, who is a famous marine that fought Gold D. Roger along with Sengoku. And then you have his son, which is Dragon, who is the notorious leader of the Revolutionary Army. Then you have his grandson, his son's son, who is trying to become the Pirate King. And they all have D's in their name, the Will of D. This is right here in the anime is hilarious. This is where he's actually challenging Whitebeard. And the people around him are freaking out. Luffy doesn't care. He doesn't care that he's Whitebeard. He's not intimidated. He's going to be Pirate King. And he thinks Whitebeard's trying to beat him to it. And he's there to save Ace, his brother. So, you know, it's just crazy. Alright, so as we get started, if this is the first one of these videos you have checked out, I recommend checking out the other videos as well. And the way I always start this off is we fight through the beginning, since there's not a lot going on. It's generally very casual, it's clearing some of the rooms, has some things pop up. I don't know how this one's going to be. This one's probably going to be really hectic, so I may interrupt myself, like with the question mark. That is known as a treasure event. We'll get to that in a minute. We've already got Smoker's assistant here. God, what is her name? I cannot think of her name. It's Shameen. It starts with a T. I would butcher it anyway, so it's really not that important. But ironically, starting off, we're going to talk about the mechanics. The blue bar is my health bar. The yellow bar with the 4 breaks are my special bar. I've currently unlocked 2 specials. The first one I'm going to show you is gear 3. It takes up 2 of my yellow bars. Boom. Then I come in with a big foot. Boom. And then I get really small. So, you know, it's not too big of a deal. But at the same time, my other one is Gum Gum Rifle. Yeah, Tashiga. If I could hear it, I could pronounce it. As far as reading it off the top of my head, anyway, Gum Gum Rifle. Now that solid red bar, she's not a final boss, so it's no biggie. But the bar that you see beside Whitebeard and the pink arrows means I can switch characters. But the bar beside Whitebeard is my assist kills. Once you get that past level 1, it goes 2, 3, and max. Once you get to 2, any short distance combo or long distance combo you do, he'll step in and do a move as well. And that has to do with the kills in the corner. The kills in the corner are very simple. The KOs and their the gold ones or the exclamation kills are your assist kills. A stepbrother and is the true son of dragon. See, he says step. Which means they would have to have by marriage, right? Half brother is where you share a parent. Step is, but that could just be a wording in the game. I haven't actually heard that. And Hancock isn't going to fight me because I'm Luffy apparently. So moving on, gonna go back and take care of this big red dot. Trying to clear these territories. I don't want too many people to flee. But anyway, that bar, you can use a rush once you get it maxed out. And during that rush, you can use the special button that you would normally use for your special to use a rush special or a final special, which you use with that character. That's your assist character. Once you use the special of an assist character, then if you were to switch to another character and you're trying to build up all these characters so you can use multiple specials back to back to back in the final battle or with a big boss, once you use it one time, if you trigger someone else's special, it doesn't matter what his bar is at, it will completely drain and he will be part of the final whatever. So keep that in mind as you fight. What's up, Smoker? As you fight with your assist character. Oh sweet, we got a treasure event. And we completed it as well. Why is that important? I'll tell you in a minute. Oh yeah, this is where she attacks them because they're attacking Luffy. Hancock's in love with Luffy. If you don't know that, after he punches the celestial dragon at the island with the bubbles, Kumo separates his whole crew. He ends up there, and basically she falls in love with him with some different things involving fighting and whatnot. It's there. She's in charge of the Amazon Lily or something like that. It's all women island. No men are welcomed except Luffy and apparently Riley. So with that being said, that's how we got into Impel Down last week. It didn't show it, but she's the reason we got in. We hid up under her clothes. She froze a girl, and that's how we were able to get in. She has the love fruit. Now with that being said, going back to the technique that I was talking about, what I would recommend doing, there's 2 ways to build this bar very quickly. One, treasure chest have different items in them, but there's one that's got a chunk of meat in it. I recommend If you get meat, switch to a character you're not using and it's an instant power up. Then you can go back to using, switch right back to the other character that you've been using, whichever is the most effective. If one of your main characters that are fighting with you at the time is trying to flee, and you get that notification and you go to save them, they'll have a green circle around them. When you step into that green circle, it automatically maxes out your assist character's gauge bar. So if you're trying to build up extra characters because you're close to the end, perfect time to do it. If you have characters built up and you're not worried about it, then you can just pop in if the room's fully loaded and unleash a natural rush. And once you unleash the rush, step into the green circle, and it's just a free rush. Now, what's the importance of a rush is anytime you do a rush, majority, I would say 85% of the kills, maybe 90% of the kills, go to your assist kills during a rush. So that's something to keep in mind. Why is that important? Well, we're going to talk about that now. Is the ledger. Now, the ledger is fairly not important unless you want to do decent in the game. There's coins. You get coins for defeating people. Defeated Smoker. Now where we're going. Straw Hat and Whitebeard Alliance. Oh shit. What's coming? Alright. Until we just keep fighting until we get another cutscene. Basically, to level up your guy, you need to get certain coins of people. And the best way to do that is complete the ledger. And there's 9, it's like a 3x3, kind of like a Sudoku block. Okay, it's a 3x3. And 8 of these aren't going to change. We're going to run through them right quick. And the first 2, beat the level. Beat the level on hard. It's the first 2. The next 4 go together. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and use a rush and go right into a final. Now you can fight in the rush and you still get all the kills from the KOs if you're, by a room that's heavily populated and a room right beside it. You can go through and kill all you can kill, then pop up to the other room and finish the finale. Oh yeah. I think this dude's made out of diamond, right? Yeah, Diamond Jozo. Yeah. Alright, so what are we going to do with him? He stopped Mihawk's attack. Marco! They're here. And we gotta beat up the commander. The next 4 part of the ledger is which you can only get on normal and hard, are S ranks. There's 3 areas you can get an S rank, and then the 4th one is getting an S rank in each area in one go. The first one is time, that varies level to level. Second one is KOs, the blue kills, and the third one is the assist kills, which are gold. Now, with that being said, Mihawk is moving to the battleship. Jozo has started. Alright. Well, we gotta help him get in front of the battleships. Alright, fair enough. S ranks for those 2 types of kills. Now, I would recommend 25 for KOs and 2,000 for assists. Bare minimum is what I would suggest shooting for. I have had levels where I've had 23 or 24,000 and not be enough. I've also had levels where I've had 17 and it be enough. So it varies from level to level, but if you shoot for 25,000 KO and 2,000 assists, that's generally a good rule of thumb. Time really does vary, depending on what you're trying to, what the level is expected to conquer it. So, but you can get S ranks on normals, you just can't get S ranks on easy. So that's 6 of the 9. The next 2 is treasure events, completing all the treasure events, and the treasure events vary from level to level, so you're definitely gonna have to get that figured out, as well as may have to play as some characters or do specific things. The other one is to beat the final boss with a final rush special. And that's the technique I was telling you about, saving characters you've never used before, because as long as you've never used them, if you use them, it won't drain everybody's. But if you've gone through and used everybody's special leading up, even if you build up all their specials and you go in and use it, you're only going to get 1 rush. So with that being said, keep that in mind. The 9th one changes from level to level. Sometimes it's fight someone twice. Sometimes it's do a certain battle with certain people at certain times. Don't let anybody flee. Just it varies. That one's the 9th one. It's the wild card. It changes from time to time. Completing the ledger gets you special coins, which helps evolve people, your teammates, you, whoever you want to play with, whoever you got unlocked. Okay. Did we get there in time? Sweet, we did. Perfect. We got to defend against another slash. Oh well. Might as well pick up as many kills as I can. Looks like we're going to get a lot of fighting in. I'm sticking with Whitebeard right now because of the Quake fruit, or the Earthquake fruit. I don't know what it's called. I should know what it's called. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big One Piece fan. Huge One Piece fan. But it's just, I've been following it for so long, and there's so many different fruits, and I'm horrible with pronunciations. I would get it wrong anyway. I know some of the fruits, but I know a lot about it. I sit here and say that, and I don't know. Whitebeard's fruit. Is it the Quake fruit? It's really gonna bother me now. I know the abilities of everybody's fruit. I just don't know the names of them. I can tell you what everybody's fruit so far does. I just cannot tell you the name of it. Why couldn't they all just be easy like Luffy's Gum Fruit? Unless you're currently watching and he may not have the Gum Fruit. I'm not gonna say any more about that. Not spoiling that. That's if you're current in the manga or the anime. I am not current in the manga. I've seen clips running around, but I am not current in it, nor do I want any spoilers. Unfortunately, I've caught wind of different things and different speculations about our good friend Luffy here, but we're not going to get into that. Now, I will say this. I want to make this very clear. I make it clear in every one of these videos, is that I am a huge One Piece fan. I'm also a huge Naruto fan, as well as a huge Bleach fan. I love the big three. Each one of the big three have a special place in my heart. If I had to rank them as far as what my favorites are, I'm not going to do that here. So, good luck with figuring that out. Nor am I going to release my favorite top 10 anime of all time. I'm not doing that at this moment in time. I'm not saying that I wouldn't if it was asked for. It's just, I have favorites in every genre, and I have top 3 and top 5 in every genre. If we're talking about overall my preferences, which are just my preferences, it's tough. I haven't sat down and made that list in a long time, and I've broadened my horizon of anime over the years. I do clearly have all-time favorites, not gonna lie, but putting them in a rank would be tough. But it just depends on what's special to me, which I love that about anime. But anyway, getting to the main focus, we've covered the mechanics, we've covered the strategies that I use, we covered the ledger. Now we are going to finally get caught up to where we're at in the story. If you haven't followed my videos, nor have you watched the anime, there is some holes missing in information leading up to this point in this chapter. And I've tried to explain that in each chapter. The first one is Archipelago. Is it Archipelago is the island? We go there to get a film for our ship. Not a film, a coating for our ship to go to Fishman Island. We run into a pirate that used to belong to the Erlon Pirates who tortured Nami's island and Nami. And he tries to repent and do right by Nami. In the process, he tries to help us out. He gets shot by a celestial dragon. If you don't know what that is, they're above the world government. They're like essentially gods, the Holy Land, whatever. They're special. That's right. That's right, Whitebeard. Oh no, you're not that guy, are you? Oh, you are that guy! This guy was lied to, and he betrayed Whitebeard, and Whitebeard still forgave him because he considers him a son. That is not true. Tell him, Whitebeard. Tell him. He's a fool. Yeah. Children do stupid things. A parent will always love their child. And they're not even blood. Family doesn't always mean blood. Relatives mean blood. If you're blood related or kin to someone, that means relative. That doesn't always mean family. And let's face it, everybody knows that. I'm sure there's someone in everybody's family who's disowned or disassociated with or whatever. You know, blood doesn't always mean family. There's tons of family members that probably have stepped up and, you know, not been there when you need them to been there, or have turned their back on you. I'm sure people have that happen all the time. So, you know, and there's people that you come across. I'm not saying you come across a boatload of them, but, you know, there's always, you know, hopefully, I'm not saying everybody does, but hopefully everybody has at least one or two people that, you know, is like family or is family. They may not be blood related, but they do anything for you. They've always been your rock. They've been there for you in your darkest moment. Hopefully everybody has that. And if you don't, you know, I hate that. Everybody should have at least one person that they can just be there for, you know. So, it's just, he wasn't going to turn on him even though he got stabbed, you know. And that's really cool for Whitebeard. I mean, that's a parent for you, right? Not all parents do that, but, you know. It's really cool that Whitebeard did. And they're not even blood. Now we're fighting Mihawk, which is really cool. Because in the anime, leading back to where we were at, Kumo steps up because we were being attacked by an admiral after punching the celestial dragon. We get sent off and separated to different areas. He sent all the Straw Hats to specific areas, I guess, to get better and train and save them. Because I mean, he is part of the Revolutionary Army. No one knows that. He's also a warlord, and he's also turning his body over to science. Mission success. Which door's open? Let's go. Oh, yeah. I remember these. Aokiji. I think, you know, Aokiji's gonna get it in the end. Ooh. Trap was activated. The way to the square has been sealed. Look at our mini-map. Portrait, yeah. So while we were at Amazon Lily trying to get back to the crew, we find out that basically Ace is up for execution. Ace got caught by Blackbeard because Blackbeard was part of Whitebeard's crew, and Ace was after him because he killed a fellow teammate in the process to get his fruit, which I think is a Logi type. I don't know what it's actually called, but so he was bringing them back to Whitebeard, and so he took Ace in, and I guess there was always speculation that Ace was Goldie Roger's son, which he was. And Garp raised him with Luffy, and Luffy loved him. It's a brother, him, Luffy, and Sabo. Sabo was another kid that grew up with him that got blown up as a child. Now, if you've watched the anime up to current, you know that with the backstory, and you know as well as I do about other things. I'm not going to get into. Some of it will be revealed in this game. Some of it won't. But I will not spoil it. We will talk about it at that time. time. So we go to Impel Down, which is last week's, and we not last week's, yesterday's. We got 2 One Piece videos coming out at a time right now because Harry Potter, the last Harry Potter came out last Thursday, and I'm working on the rest of the Harry Potter, and I've talked about some of the scheduling that's going to be changing come June. We're going to be moving Legos to have its own day and Final Fantasy to have its own day. And that's where Harry Potter will pick back up, the Harry Potter Lego series we've been doing, as well as the next Final Fantasy game. I'm working on getting both of those ready and finishing them up, and that way I can get my editing done and trim it down and all that good stuff and get it ready for the channel. And we'll have other days. I haven't set on the set schedule. Definitely check out our Twitter account. It will be in the description below. That's where I'll be posting all the updates, because for some reason the discussion board, I can't put any discussions on YouTube right now. I don't know if it's because I haven't, because my channel's not big enough, or if it's something they took down. I haven't really researched it. I just noticed I was going to post there like I usually do, and I noticed it was gone, so I don't know what's happened to it. I don't know if there's requirements now as you get more subscribers or what, and it's something you unlock. I don't really know, or I don't know if it's something they did away with. I haven't actually looked into it. If you know, comment it in the description below, or just comment. But anyway, we are definitely went to Impel Down to rescue him, and in the process he gets taken out right before we reach the bottom level, and then we work our way out. We run into a bunch of different characters. Ivan, who works with Luffy's dad, didn't know he had a son. Finds out about Akuma. We pick up Jinbei and Crocodile. There's a lot of speculation about Crocodile. And then we escape. We lose some allies, and we end up here. And now we're trying to rescue Ace, and this is all started a war between the Whitebeard pirates and his fleet that he controls of all his allied pirates that's under his command, and we are trying to take Ace back. We were without our crew, but we were working with allies we have picked up. Now it's funny, Mihawk says that's one of Luffy's abilities and powers. It's not related to his gum fruit. It is he's able to pull people into his side, like I guess charisma, with the amount of allies we have picked up and who fights with him and who protects him. Whitebeard gives orders to protect Ace's brother and help him get to the stand. I think Marco saves him from the admiral that we fought on Archipelago. I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what I'm calling it. But it's where we got separated from our crew, that admiral. Aokiji. And then I don't remember the admiral's name. And so we're working our way through here. Now in the anime, the battle, those come up, the giant helps us take it down, and we're working our way up. We end up getting saved there. We get some treatment done by Ivan, some hormone treatment, because I mean we're just at our wits' end. We also get saved from Mihawk by one of the commanders of Whitebeard's divisions. And we end up facing all 3 admirals. We get tossed up by Jinbei. There's just a lot going here. A lot. I mean, we were doing everything in our ability to save Ace. Not including Garp is sitting up there next to him, not able to do anything. We've almost reached our 25,000 KOs. Yeah, this guy right here. I think Marco in the anime saves us from him. This guy's such a pain to fight. He really is. Out of the admirals I've had to face, which have only been 2, he's my least favorite to fight so far. Ah, that blinding light. It's alright though. I got Whitebeard with me. Oh, Jinbei's trying to flee. Now, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it means if they do end up fleeing, you just lose them for the rest of the match. Sometimes it's a requirement of losing as someone fleeing. If someone flees or you lose a home base, you will lose the match. So you just need to read that before you get started. Make sure you know who you can lose and who you can and what you need to do. Now Jinbei should have a green circle around him. He does. So I'm going to try to avoid him. Trigger my special. Hopefully, sometimes you'll step into it. Alright, I didn't step into it. We can go ahead and get us some free KO kills. Not KOs, but the assist kills. Now watch what happens when I step into the green circle. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Boom, maxed. Perfect. Alright, now time to get back to the Admiral. Protect the old, and just, this is so, if you don't know what's coming here, which I'm pretty sure at the rate that I'm going through this will be divided into 2. I'm pretty sure this is not a one go around. I'm almost positive it's not. Because we're working our way up to the execution stand. Excuse me. And Buggy. All this running back. I'm sure I'm not going to get an S rank on time. I don't really care. Because this is an epic battle. I know what's coming. And it hits hard. If you don't know, I don't want to spoil it. But at the same time, it's going to happen. So, you know, Whitebeard and Ace do not make it out of this. I'm wondering if we'll see a surprise visit. I'm pretty sure we will, because that's how the war ends. From Shanks. Now, like I said, I'm not going to spoil One Piece for people who are working their way up. I'm not talking about stuff that's currently going on or anything outside of this game. This game makes it to Doflamingo in Desarose. And we will talk about that all the way through. Anything in between here and there I will mention, because it's coming up in future episodes. I try not to talk too far in advance about what's going on, because you may be watching One Piece. When I tell people at the beginning of the episode that, you know, spoiler alert, and, you know, you don't want to know what it is, you may not watch it, which is perfectly fine. I completely get it if you don't want to be spoiled. So I don't want to spoil future episodes. You may be watching this and have seen this, but you may just be working your way up to Doflamingo. Don't want to spoil that for you. So, however, if you did not know that this was going down, it's going down next week, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I think this is going to be divided into 2. So, yeah, Whitebeard and Ace don't make it out of here. If you didn't know that, I do apologize. I don't want to be that guy that, you know, is like, Snape kills Dumbledore in the movie theater. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to spoil anything for you. But regardless, it doesn't matter to me. To me, I knew before I watched it. I mean, with social media the way it is, and especially back there, I knew. I had heard. I didn't want to believe it, but I had heard it, and watching it didn't change anything. Knowing didn't change the way it made me feel. It didn't change the heaviness of these 2 iconic characters' death. It just didn't. To me, in the anime community, people in the anime community may not agree. I mean, I've seen a lot of different character deaths, and there's different weights of difference of them. So do not get me wrong. I'm not saying it's the most iconic. I'm not saying it is the most terrible death out of all the animes I've watched, because it's not. I can think of a couple that hit on a whole nother level, but at the same time, it is iconic. And it hits hard for me being such a One Piece fan. I've watched One Piece from the moment it has started. I used to read the manga. I used to read a lot of manga. I don't read manga anymore. I just don't. I enjoy watching anime. With that being said, I am pretty current. I'm a couple episodes shy because I like to binge watch it. I don't like waiting for something to drop. So I'm letting, I just went through like a 25 episodes binge in Wano, and I caught up. So now I'm letting it build up a little bit more. And it's hard going through TikTok and Twitter and not seeing it be posted about. I just try to skim over it and not even pay it no mind. That way I don't know nothing about it. Just like the mangas come out, which is a spoiler for, just in case you don't know, it is a, the manga comes out before the anime as far as One Piece is concerned. So therefore it is just, so you kind of know what's coming down the pipeline for the anime series. And I've caught wind of some things. And I've heard some chatter about some things. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I'm not at all. I'm not going to be that type of guy. Now, if I want to have a conversation on it and do, you know, do a video on it, you know, no biggie. I have no problem with doing that. But that would be separate because people would click on that and read the description and know that is what I'm talking about. Alright, Doflamingo. Let's finish Doflamingo off. He's not our final boss though. He didn't have 3 breaks in the red bar. Alright, it seems like that's everybody. I got a pulsating on my map over here. I think that is Jinbei. This must be where Jinbei throws me. Jinbei throws me up, and I end up in front of the 3 admirals. I wonder if I gotta fight the 3 admirals. But I've been fighting them down here, so I don't think so. What we doing, Jinbei? Come on. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, Aokiji. Ice guy. You tell him, Luffy. Oh. Are you our final guy? Yep, he's got 3 red bars. This is our final guy. We just got thrown up here by Jinbei. I hope we can build up that special. I'm shy right now, but there is Marine spawning in here, so I'm okay. Every time he hits me, though, I lose a little bit of it, so I got to be careful. And the thing about him, I fought him on Water 7 after Marine Forge, where we got Robin back. He can stop your rush. He's the type of guy that as soon as you trigger your rush, you trigger a special, because he can freeze you, and it stops your rush. So if you're in a rush, try to use all of your rush to window him down and then use a special, there's a good chance you're not going to and you're going to lose it. Meat! Yes! Got full health back, got my full thing back, now I can just fight as normal. Also, with this being the final boss, this is going to be split into 2 because we haven't even saved Ace yet. We're close. We're not far from it. I wasn't sure if we would save him today or not. It looked like we're going to. So it looks like it's going to be the save and the escape next week for sure. I don't appreciate being froze when I'm small. You're definitely a bully. Oh, yes. Well, at least I don't have to go through those emotions today. I know what's coming next week. I've talked about it a little bit, but I don't have to indulge myself in rewatching it. or reliving it until next week. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, he completely moved. No, I completely didn't aim right. Did I get him that time? No, I didn't. Stand still. I did nothing. You have to wear down. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't really want to use third gear at this point because I feel like third gear would do too much damage. He's almost to a point that I'm going to try. I'd like for him to be kneeling down though. Like he's. Here we go. It dropped just enough. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. One man cannon got the victory. Sweet. Almost there. There it is.
力がねえのなら救えねえもんは頑張ったって救えねえよ。
それ見たことか。だから言わんこふっちゃなしてべる。息はあんの？麦わらボーイ。岩ちゃん。
Yeah.
おっさん、俺は
こいつはもう十分やった。手当てを。はい。
いらねえ。そんな時間ねえよ。邪魔すんな。エースは俺の世界でたった一人の兄弟なんだぞ。必ず俺が助け。
His spirit is strong, but he's still all talk. So young and brash. He's just the kind of idiot I like. He's impressed, Whitebeard. Awesome. Alright, next week's going to be crazy high emotions. Look, 22 minutes, got S's all the way through. Check back next week, guys. Be safe.